Hey guys, I wanted to give you part two of the original message I put up, I guess, a year ago for bipolar recovery and cure. I think I left off something around when I start using supplements and making a connection between food and mental illness. Um, so basically, once I realized that food could be causing my mental illness, I started researching the GAPS diet, paleo diet. And started understanding that my stomach affected my brain. And eventually, I went to a doctor and got a food allergy blood test. And he tested my blood for foods that my immune system was reacting to. And he started to kind of explain to me how the immune system can attack any part of your body, not just your respiratory system. So in my case, it was attacking my stomach and my brain. And I started doing an elimination diet, and whenever I would use wheat products, I would get really bad headaches and like notice my mood would just plummet. And it was really weird coming out of the feeling of constant depression. When you're not depressed anymore and you actually feel like a lot of joy and a lot of peace and happiness, it's kind of strange because you're not used to feeling these normal emotions because your body's so toxic. So anyway, I cut out the foods that I was allergic to, and I continued to get better and better. And eventually, he tested my adrenal function and showed me that my cortisol was ridiculously low, um, horribly low. And he put me on a synthetic cortisol, hydrocortisol, to bring it up. And I felt so alert. I felt so much better. And here, my adrenal glands weren't producing enough cortisol because they had been stressed beyond measure for years and years because I was eating wheat and dairy and eggs and different things I was allergic to. So they were putting out the stress hormone and they weren't able to keep up with it. So anyway, like 3 years later, finally completely wheat free. I don't eat any wheat products. I'm doing the best I've ever done in my job, in my career. I'm motivated. I'm completely inspired. I've been off all forms of medication for 5 years. So I think it's safe to say that um, I'm pretty much healed or in remission, if you want to say, because if I eat the foods I'm allergic to, within a few months I go back into it. So I'm probably never going to return to wheat. I'm probably never going to return to dairy, unless I can figure out if it's actually the wheat that's the problem, or if it's the GMO wheat that the United States government chooses to kind of push on us. The unproven whether it's even safe yet with long-term studies. But I find it no coincidence that there's so many autoimmune diseases coming out, so many kids with allergies, but yet the FDA and the Monsanto says it's completely safe, that they've been altering foods and spraying heavy amounts of herbicide on them for years. I think it's a direct correlation between people's poor health and the chemicals that have been used. It just makes sense. It's not from nature. We shouldn't be consuming it. Um, but anyway, so I used to be on a sleeping pill. I used to have a mood stabilizer, an antidepressant. I think there was another drug I was taking too. And now I no longer need any of those things. I sleep normally. I take magnesium if I need it, but I also take zinc. Zinc has really helped to increase my testosterone and make me feel very alive and vibrant, to help to get my vitality up and my metabolism, just heal my stomach, all those things. So um, feel free to message me, email me, ask me for my email, find me on Facebook, Instagram. I would love to talk with you and see if I can help you find some answers for yourself. And my ultimate hope is that I'll be able to spread this message. I'm going to be starting soon, probably in a month, with a program where I'm going to be speaking at different events and churches, just sharing my story and just getting the word out there that food allergies can cause depression and mental illness. And at the very least, if you want more stability over your mental illness, listen to my stories, do the things I'm suggesting, clean up your diet, clean up your health, clean up the way you sleep, all those things, because it's going to bring stability to your moods, period, and you may be able to either really reduce your medications or get off them completely, and not have symptoms anymore. So that would be my hope, is that you would heal your body to the point where you don't have any symptoms other than normal mood swings that people have when they're upset or they're going through things. I still get mood swings when I'm, let's say heartbroken, go through a breakup. I still have mood swings, but I don't have anything extreme anymore. Nothing that's unhealthy. It's all normal. So the bottom line is there is hope, and you are not defined by your mental illness. It's not genetic per se. Not always. So if you're anything like me, take a long, honest look at yourself and ask yourself, could it be the food choices? Could it be my stomach? Could it be my environment? Is there a chemical I've been exposed to? Have I been exposed to heavy metals? There's a lot of things that can cause terrible mental symptoms that you might not even know about. So I would love to talk with you about it. But the bottom line, again, I'm saying is you're not crazy. You're just sick. And, there is hope. There's always healing that could occur. And I'm proof of that. I no longer need any of those medications. And I'm free. And I want you to be free too. So I hope this encourages you. I hope you find hope. The bottom line is you can heal. You can be completely in remission. If you want resources, if you want doctors, if you want the proof medically of what I'm talking about, I'll send it to you. But regardless, just spread the word. If you know someone that has any type of disorder, terrible depression, bipolar, schizophrenia, give them my information. I'll talk with them. I'd love to talk with them and just explain to them rationally what's going on and how they can get help. All right. Blessings.